Alright guys, this is your video review of the extreme value theorem. Okay, I'm going to provide you extra worked out examples between 2 to 4 radicals. I'm going to work out for you 2 to 4 rationals. Radicals with square roots, rationals where you have functions within fractions. I'm not going to work out problems like your assignment. Okay, so I'm going to work out problems similar to your assignment. So I'm going to do probably a cubic polynomial for you, quadratic polynomial for you, and a linear polynomial. I probably won't have time to do all of these in one video, so be prepared to watch another video. Okay, I'm going to use irrational numbers, more irrational numbers in this video. So you might see a lot of answers with square roots, okay? So they may or may not be on your homework sets like this. It may not be like that. Let me get rid of this brightness. Just a little too bright. Excuse me. All right. So let's go ahead and get started on the radicals. This is the extreme value theorem, and here we go. So the first one, f of x equals square root of x plus 17. We'll do this on the interval 17 to 26. Okay. Okay, and the interval is 17 to 26. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and evaluate my endpoints. Okay. Alright, so I end up getting, right here, end up getting a square root of 34. Okay. And it helps to know this decimal. So hopefully I get my calculator on me. Cool, yeah. So it helps to know what the decimal is. So let's look at the square root 34. Alright, so that's 5 point, about, y'all saw that right? Yeah, 5.8. F of 26 that ends up being 26 plus 17 is 6 and 7, 20, 43, square root of 43. So 6.6 roughly. Now obviously this is bigger, but I also have to find critical points. Okay. Alright, and I have to evaluate those. So we need to find critical points, so we need to work out the derivative. So f of x, I'm going to write it nicely before I take the derivative. X plus 17 to the 1/2 power, and this is going to be 1/2 x plus 17 to the negative 1/2. Times 1, it's chain rule. That's 17 by the way, sorry. And I'm going to move it to the bottom. 1 over 2 times 1, that's just 1. X plus 17 to 1/2 power. Okay, so I've got to find out where this is equal to 0. Okay, critical points are where f prime of x equals 0, or f prime of x equals undefined. Okay, so right here f prime of x, let's set it equal to 0, see what we get. 1, 2, I'm going to rewrite this as a square root. Y'all are so used to square roots, so here we go. 2 square root of x plus 17, there we go. Now I can never solve when x is in the denominator. The only way to get x out of the denominator here is to multiply it, the denominator, to both sides. And look, oh, x goes away. X goes away, x goes away, and you're left with 0 equals 1, so that's just, alright, so you can't solve. Alright, this solution does not exist. Okay, so basically f prime of x cannot equal 0. Alright, so now I need to see where the function is equal to an undefined value. Well, here I have where the derivative is equal to it. So set the derivative equal to a u, so I'm basically trying to find out what makes it undefined. Okay, and I know with a fraction, when the denominator equals 0, it's undefined. So let's try to set the denominator equal to 0. So 2 root x plus 1 equals 0. Divide both sides by 2. And actually, we'll just focus on where the denominator equals 0 for now. Let's just focus on that. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So that's square root of x plus 1 equals 0. And then square both of those, x plus 1 equals 0, x equals 1. Okay? So x equals 1 is an undefined value. Oh, that should be 17. I lost my 7. Dang it. 17, 17, 17. X equals negative 17. Alright. Butchered that. Okay. Total butchering. So x equals negative 17. Undefined value. Alright. Well, in this case, that's okay, and negative 17 is not even on my interval. Okay, negative 17 isn't even on my interval. So with my critical points, I basically have none to evaluate. So I'm stuck with these two values. So one's a max and one's a min. So it is absolute max and absolute min. Now you don't have to do this today, but we're going to do this Friday. Let's make a quick sketch, and it just could be an easy little sketch. Here's 17. Here's 26. Alright, and the first one was like 5.8. I'll do the square root of 34 though. Square root of 34, and this was like square root of 43. And so basically, this is what the graph looks like, and it's curved. On a rough sketch, that's what the graph looks like, on a very, very rough sketch. And this is your absolute min, this is your absolute max, and there you go. Okay? So, alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and move on. We're basically done. We have no relative max, no relative min at all. So we're done with this. Alright, let's move on to the next one. The next one is f of x equals 20 minus x squared. That was number 1. F of x equals the square root of 20. I'm going to put this up. I can't. Alright, square root of 20 minus x squared. Okay, on the interval, negative 3 to 2. And this is actually the equation for a semicircle. You put it in your calculator, you get a cool little semicircle. Alright, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. Okay, not bad. Clear. Alright, so basically we got the square root, we got 20 take away x squared. And I'm going to zoom 6 it so we can get a good look. And it's not graphing. Alright, let's see if it graphs this time. Square root of 20, take away x squared, zoom 6. There we go. Well, actually, it's not a semicircle. Well, actually, yeah, it is a semicircle because these values are compressed. So it is actually a perfect circle, but these are just spread out further because of the screen. So let's go ahead. Endpoints. Bracket, bracket. They were brackets, right? Double check. Yep, they were brackets. So let's do the endpoints. Alright, that's f of negative 3 equals 3 squared is 9, 20 minus 9 is square root of 11. Okay, figure out what that is. 3.3, so roughly 3.3. Okay, f of 2 is 2 squared is 4, 20 minus 4 is 16, square root of 16 is 4. Yeah, okay, so don't have to approximate that. Now we need our critical points. Okay, critical points. So let's take a look at our critical points. That means we need to take the derivative. So write it nicely. F of x equals parentheses 20 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. F prime of x equals 1/2 20 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 power times negative 2x. Okay, so there you go. You got your derivative. Let's write it nicely. F prime of x equals 1 over 2 20 minus x squared to the 1/2 power over negative 2x is on top, so f prime of x equals negative 2x over 2 square root 20 minus x squared. Okay, so there you go. Now I got to set this equal to 0 to find the critical points. So 0 equals negative 2x, 2 square root of 20 minus x squared. Now the denominator doesn't help you in finding out when something is equal to 0. The denominator doesn't help you. What you need is the numerator, because you're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the denominator anyway, so this doesn't matter. So basically you have 0 equals negative 2x, so at x equals 0. Okay, so that's one of our critical points. Okay, all right, so we're going to do f of 0. Let's go ahead and figure that out. Plug in 0, 0 squared is 0, 20 minus 0 is 0. Square root of 20, we always simplify our square roots, so that ends up being 2 square root of 5. Okay, all right, cool. And that is roughly, let's go ahead and calculate what that is too. 2 times root 5, 4.47. Okay, so 4.5 roughly. Now, all right, critical points also include where it is undefined, and it is undefined at f prime of x equals where is the derivative undefined? So where can I make negative 2x, or where is negative 2x over 2 square root of 20 minus x squared? Where is that undefined? It's undefined where the bottom equals 0. So 2 square root of 20 minus x squared equals 0. So divide both sides by 2. You get 0 equals square root 20 minus x squared. Square both sides. 0 equals, cancel, cancel, 20 minus x squared. Alright, and then minus 20 from both sides, negative 20 equals negative x squared. And then divide by negative 1, 20 equals x squared. Square root of 20 is, so x is equal to the square root of 20, which is, ends up being, again, 2 square root of 5. Okay? 2 square root of 5. So x is 2 square root of 5 now, not y. So let's double check. Is 2 square root of 5 even on our interval where the derivative is undefined? So let's check it. Let's see, 2 times the square root of 5. Well, that's 4.47 for the x's now. All right, that's not on our interval. So basically, that doesn't matter. All right, does not apply. DNA does not apply. Okay, so we have these 3 points to work with now. All right, my bad, it's not scooting over. All right, so which one's the biggest? This one. Okay, so it's an absolute and a relative max. And this one, out of these two, this is the smallest, so this is an absolute min. This is an endpoint, so it's nothing. Okay, so hold on, let me grab the door real quick. Okay, so they're coming in here in a minute. We're done. This is neither. Now let's make a quick sketch of this. Okay. Oh, I need negatives. I need negatives. Okay, so -3, let's put that right here. We're at about 3.3. I'll use the rounded version, so 3.3. Yes. At 0, we're at 2 squared root of 5, or about 4.5. Right there. And at 2, we're at 4, which is somewhere in between. So this is how this piece of the graph looks like on that interval, right there. All right, last thing, let's just compare it to the original function right here. As you can see, well, you can't see, now you can see. As you can see, this is basically a piece of the function graphed over the entire domain, okay? And one real quick thing as a reminder, see out here at +9, +9 doesn't work. It's not part of the domain of the function, because if I plug in +9, I get 20 minus 81. I get 20 minus 81, which is -61, and you can't take the square root of a negative number. All right, so those are the first 2 examples. I'll post the rest in a little bit. Hopefully this video is not too long. Talk to you later. Peace.
Are you making a video?
Yes.
For what? YouTube?
No, for my calculus class. For my calculus class. Guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Alright guys, I'm going to walk through just a couple problems with you before you can get back started on your assignment, because there were a lot of questions that kept repeating themselves and repeating themselves and repeating themselves. Right. So we're going to go over those real quick. It's not going to take a lot of time. You don't have to write them down. Okay? What you can get out is your group work. Get out your group work, and also get out the that little flow chart, the factoring flow chart. All right. Okay, so I need to have everybody ready to go. Okay, and I need you quiet. I mean, that means not talking, okay? Not talking. Okay, so there were a few problems that tripped us up. Let's just walk through all of them real quick, okay? So let's walk through factoring. All right, so let's say I have x squared plus 3x equals 10, negative 10, yes, 10. Okay, I have x squared plus 3x equals 10. Who can tell me the first thing I have to do here?
Move that 10 minus the 10.
Minus the 10 from both sides. Well, just one at a time, please. So that gives me 0 and x squared plus 3x minus 10. All right. Now, what number do I have to make a t-chart with right here?
10.
Negative 10. So I'll make a t-chart with negative 10. And I'll factor it, and obviously, what two numbers do I need? Negative 2 and 5, yes. So, x minus 2, x plus 5. Also, you've got to check your in and out. Some of y'all are not doing that, and you're going to get a WRMD. Wrong. So, negative 2x, 5x, make 3x, we're good. Okay, do your solve step. X minus 2 equals 0. X plus 5 equals 0. Plus 2, x equals 2, minus 5, x equals 5. You have to do this step on every problem, unless you're using the quadratic form. Every factoring problem. Okay, so that's the first one. Think we can handle it? The next one is a couple differences. Let's say I have 3x squared equals 2x plus 12. That should work, yeah. All right, 3x squared equals 2x plus 12. What is my first thing that I need to do? I can't do a t-chart yet. All right, thank you, Enrique. I must make it equal to 0. Okay, minus 2x, minus 2x. These are not like terms. I'll bring them down. 3x squared minus 2x equals cancel 12. What do I have to do now? Subtract what? 12. Okay, guys, I hope you got this. Minus 12, cancel equals 0. Then I just bring everything down. 3x squared minus 2x minus 12. Now, I need to make two t-charts because there's a number by the x squared. I need to make a t-chart with 3, 1 and 3. I need to make a t-chart with negative 12. That's negative 1, 12. Negative 2, 6. Negative 3, 4. And then the opposite. Okay? 1 negative 12. 2 negative 6. 3 negative 4. Okay. So, and then, how many of y'all write in pen? It's a bad idea. Shouldn't have raised your hand. I had a fuss at you last period about it. How are you supposed to guess and check in pen? You better get another sheet of paper out. Okay? So, and a lot of y'all aren't writing your t-charts down. How are you supposed to guess and check without a t-chart? I don't know. But this one's easy because it's 1x and 3x. Now you have to guess and check the second term. Well, I know I need it to be, actually, it's probably going to end up being negative 3 in the center. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Change the problem. Okay, we're back. So, what times what do I need to get negative 3 in the center? Well, if I do a 4, if I do a negative 4 here and a positive 3 here, that doesn't give me negative 3. 9. Change. Yeah, that's 9. It should be 9. It's 9. Sorry, I didn't have these quite planned. So, check it. Negative 12x, 3x, give you negative 9x. Oh my gosh, how did that work out? All right, so then you have to do your solve step, but I'm not going to bore you with that because I know you know it, okay? You know your solve step. The next question I had was on the difference of two squares, dots. Let's say I had this, 4x squared equals, no, not 4x squared, let's do 3x squared equals 27. 3x squared equals 27. What's my first step? Minus 27, minus 27. Okay. 3x squared minus 27 equals 0. What do I have to look for first? GCF. What do y'all think my GCF is? 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 comes out. X squared minus 9 in the center. Now, this is a difference, which is a minus. A minus is a difference, right? Squares are perfect squares. What squared is 9? What number, when I square it, do I get 9? 3 and 3. Yes, 3. And what number squared is x squared? Or what letter squared? What times what gives me x squared? X and x. So it breaks up into 3x plus 3, 3x minus 3, times x minus 3 equals 0. And y'all know how to solve that, right? Yeah. All right. Another thing that I saw a lot of, believe it or not, in 5th period, some of y'all are already working on your stuff, that's fine. Okay, 3x squared equals 2x plus 9. Let's say I need to use the quadratic formula. Can I go ahead and say A, B, C? No. Please don't do this. What do I have to get 0 up? I have to get 0 on the right side. Yes. So minus which one? Actually, you can minus the 2x, or you can even minus the 3x squared. If you minus the 3x squared, you'll just end up with 0 on the left. And with the quadratic formula, you can do that. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I just wanted to run through a few of these first before y'all get started. All right. Go ahead, get back in the groups that you were yesterday, and let's get this thing crack-a-lackin'. Let's move.
It's an algorithm for.
Yeah. That's what I gave him earlier. Oh, you don't have it?
It's pretty complex. Thought paradigm.
Yeah. Robert, you're going to work today. Let's go. The odds are against you. It's 7th period. End of the day, you got to get your strength and your motivation up. Some of y'all are sleepy. Some of y'all are hungry. Some of y'all are stinky. We got to work. Let's go.
Sleepy and hungry. I thought I was going to get to help somebody. I got all excited for a second. I was like, depends on the sport, depends on the position. It's usually a percentage of your base pay. I do volleyball. It's Carmine. He does golf. I do volleyball and baseball. Not in here.
Too loud in here. Come on. Guys, regardless of whether it's too loud, you're too tired, you're too hungry, you're too distracted, you're too this, you're too that, regardless of it, Tomorrow, I'm going to think you had 200 minutes to work 40 problems, and home, and notes, and groups. There's going to be no excuses when you turn it in tomorrow, regardless of the obstacle. So I would suggest that you keep quiet for each other.
What are we doing? Their corner goes into she doesn't even feel bad for you.
Abby,
Together.
you have this. I hate too much.
Alright. What's this one?
You have this.
I mean, you can't stand it.
Is it cherry?
That is nice chair.
What do you use this chair? Oh no, that's my chair.
I am okay with these notes.
Abby, you can't stand it.
So you break it down.
I think we all did.
Hey, you did it this way.
You gave them clothes. Come on.
You're like,
Can I put it right here? Okay.
I got somebody out right now. Okay. That is awesome. What are you doing? We did this yesterday. You just weren't in. I don't think anybody's spent. You need help? I get lessons from you.
Did I give you the
What's the dots method, Mr. Barrett?
Maybe.
Dots method work.
Yeah, difference of two squares.
Oh, different.
I don't know what happened to the rest of my copies. I'm guessing I ran out. Don't share any answers. Very sorry. Unless you're not made enough copies or something. I'll let you know.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
You'll have an extra day to do your take-home quiz. You should work on your take-home quiz today. Try to get most of it done. And tomorrow, I'll give you an assignment to make up for your group work, and you can turn that in Friday or next one.
What's 68 plus 5 minus 3? 68 plus 5 plus 3.
Just bring them down. Okay, that's not a 5, right? That's a 5B. Okay, so I don't understand where the 5 is coming from.
From there.
Okay.
Because it minus 3b, right?
Yeah, that's not 3B though, that's 3B squared.
Oh.
Can you do a 5B minus a B squared? No, you cannot. Alright, so just bring that down. It'll be negative 3B squared. Alright, bring that down, that'll be negative 5B. Bring that down, that'll be 68. Okay, and this will be 0. Now you may do your quadratic formula. See, the reason I know the order to put them in, this is the reason. Everything with this squared comes first. With the B comes second. The regular number always comes third. First, second, third, always. Okay, that's called standard form. Standard because is what you do all the time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We've got like 10 minutes till the bell rings. I don't know why we're still doing this. Like 15 minutes. Like 20 minutes till the bell rings. It's really not that big a deal. It's like 25 minutes till the bell rings. Why are y'all doing that?
What time is it? 20 minutes. What's up?
You just did a different one in the beginning.
Where?
You're confusing me.
Coach, you don't turn it in.
Oh, we'll keep it. Hold on to it. You got to take home quiz notes, right? So you can work on. Hey, if you're like Miguel and you've finished with your classwork, you need to be working on your take-home quiz individually. If I see or hear people talking about the take-home quiz together, the take-home quiz is due tomorrow. It is due tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a real quiz. What did I do? Yeah, I did the same thing. Positive over here. Positive over here. What did he say? Plugging in A, B, and C. Why you acting on our side?
That'll be A, right?
Yeah.
Then B.
Plug in a negative 5 into a negative B. Hey guys, when you sing the quadratic formula song, instead of saying negative B, you say opposite of B, opposite of B. That way if B is negative, you turn it to a positive and you plug it in. Does that make sense? So say the opposite of B instead of square. So it's square. That's what this box said. This one that's box said. That's what she said. offset?
But move that 91 and that negative end to the other side, so it would become a negative 91. She would move past the
Just call me.
Do you have something for that?
You call me? Oh, you call me?
Do you have something for that?
I had it for years now.
It might not be. No, it's not something.
crying like a war.
It's gonna be bad. No, because it's gonna burn. That burnt
You gotta wear it. You can use your notes on the certificate. And you have the factory flow chart that I handed out. That helps. Whatever you need, give it what you need.
I'm singing that
Minus 9 because you were 91 now. Squares are right. So any square becomes positive. Remember, this becomes positive. You know 5 squares is 25, right? 25. 1 and 1. Okay, you're supposed to quadratic formula. There's no there's no this is A is by x squared, C is by itself, B is by x. There's no B, so what number can I plug in for B? What number means nothing? 0. So in your problem, A will be the first number. A is the So what times what? The square root of 141, 4.8? Now, what's the square root of
-6. Add it. And then subtract it.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, here?
And you divide last. Don't divide the 29 by 17. Add it, then divide it. Minus, then divide it. You must add first. Okay? Your fraction bar is too small. It's not like that. It's like that. So you have to do all the steps. You have to do adding and minus before you divide. You divide this first, and then you add it. Order. No one can divide first. This is on the numerator. They don't mean it's kind of in parentheses. You do the whole numerator first. Do the whole numerator first. Plus. You have to plus. Minus your 6 on both sides, correct? Yes. Now divide last. So you can do 34 divided by 36. Okay, 34 divided by 36. Alright?
Minus 6 is good.
Minus 8, because this 6 doesn't have an n squared in it. You did your plus, you got your answer. Now do your minus. Put that over there. You just got it out of order. Do the whole numerator first. Finish the numerator. You can't leave. This is your groove. You got minus or 6 on both sides. You know we're going to need a square root right here. That's it. I mean, you're ready to go more. That's the difference between square and showing What time is it? Didn't work?
You me. I have 4 left. What?
All that yellow
I don't understand how to get
Past which part? First of all, 5x squared is 5x squared makes 45x to the 4th power. 5x is 1 times the 5 would be 5. And let's see, x times x. What die? X times x is equal to 4. Get rid of those extra. Alright, you're saying you can't find any of these that were well, these are fairly large numbers. Multiplying them by 5. If I don't want to multiply a number too large, I don't want to multiply a number too large. That makes 33, but it's positive, so we're going to have to change the sign. Guys, come on now. Lie down. Come on now. Whether or not you finish, you've had 200 minutes to do 40 problems. And that's at school. 200 minutes. 4 class periods over 2 days. I've been saying it all day long. 4 class periods over 2 days is 200 minutes. 40 problems, divide that, that's 5 minutes a problem. You spend 5 minutes talking about what you did this last weekend, you've just wasted a problem. That's when you have to do it home. There's only 2 numbers? I'll show you in just a second.
These have syntax error. Syntax error. Your syntax is in error.
Hey guys, I want to show you how to do the quadratic formula with only 2 numbers. You can do the quadratic formula with 1 number, but here's how you do it with 2 numbers. minus 17 equals 0. Okay, only two numbers. Am I missing an x squared, am I missing an x, or am I missing a constant? I'm missing an x, which is what b is next to. So I can write the x as x squared plus 0x minus 17 equals 0. Have I changed this problem? No, it's the same. But now I can write, now it helps me because I can write a equals 1. What does b equal? 0. B is 0. And c equals negative 17. So, anytime you have two numbers and you're working your quadratic formula, if you're missing the x, just put 0x.
So like, say you have like 7x squared and equals to like, I don't know, 16.
16?
Yeah, and you just add a 0 or what?
No, you've got to get it equal to 0 first. So minus 16 minus 16, 7x squared minus 16 equals 0. Now I can add a 0. 7x squared plus 0x minus 16 equals 0. And then you just work from there. Okay? Anybody have any other questions? Yes?
What if I did
Negative 7x squared? Why would I put a negative 7x squared? What is the problem? Yeah, if it was negative 7x squared, that'd just be negative 7x squared, sure. Okay? All right. Any other questions? Cool. All right, let's refocus.
Students, please be aware that October the 17th is the blood drive, sponsored by OPA. Applications for the blood drive are next Thursday, October the 16th. That is tomorrow. Students, must see a booth representative tomorrow to receive a
Last bit of advice, if you cannot factor and you've tried it for 10 minutes and you're exhausted, you can do the quadratic formula on your take-home quiz. So if you get totally stuck with factoring, can't do it, stick a fork in it, you're done, use the quadratic formula. That's what it's there for. All right, y'all can pack up, but be quiet.
I'm not gonna lie, I never had that protein bar during the 6th period. I was like salivating. I would have traded you that pasta.
I got some pears. I probably shouldn't have eaten the whole thing. It made me kind of lethargic.
Yeah? Like you got that fuzzy feeling?
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of heavy on me right now. It's either that, the weather, or just little sleep. I didn't sleep like I should have last night. You have cool pics. Where did you get your photos?
I don't know. It was on the desktop. I searched for art on the actual hard drive, and they have this rotating like fantasy art or whatever you call that.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool.
There will be an FCCL meeting at school on Thursday in room 500. Please make plans to be there. Now available as free downloads.
Good thing.
I would like to let all of our freshmen know how impressed we are.
You don't play right.
It
was you got a good touch.
What I communicated to you a couple of weeks ago,
Church night.
You do have that, and you are. If you can put forth that much effort into a field day competition, it certainly applies in other areas of your life.
You're not. You're completely Canadian.
In fourth place. The Strickland Brown team, very, very close to third place. They had 61 points. In third place, the Brits team, the red team, 63 points. They went in.
Cross the stool.
The second place team,
I could cross the
the
stool.
orange team, Miss Edson,
Oh.
with 65 points. They win an ice cream bar. And the victor, the champion
Hold up.
of this year's 9th grade field day competition, goes to the baby blue team, the cultures team with 85 points. You guys get a piece of the party. Congratulations.
Wow.
The other top 3 place winners.
Holy cow. This cultures team won by a landslide.
Obviously cute.
There. Yeah. No question.
So I've been trying to isolate the rear complex of the legs because that keeps pressure off my knees and I can actually lift legs. Even though the most I can do literally is 135 on the squat. I mean, I could probably push up 315 easy, but I probably would tear my knee. Yeah, it was painful. It was really, really painful. I think it's because I literally sat and worked for like 30 hours this weekend.
Wow.
I mean, I think I took Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I did not work about 6 hours.
Wow.
I mean, if you know, competing and all that.
Yeah.
I think I didn't work about 6 hours. Well, I worked about 30. So I think sitting down had something to do with it so long. I'm in pain. Like my hips hurt.
Front, back,
Like,
side.
and
The abductors.
yeah, the back of my legs and my groin. It's normal. For sitting down, as much as I sit down, when I think down the car,
I mean, absolutely.
it's mortis.
If you're sitting, especially like in this position, you've got relaxed hamstrings. Your glutes are at rest the majority of your day. It's not. You're not in a stretched position.
Not necessarily.
Oh yeah.
Most of their events for, I want to say 4. Most of it. I couldn't do that now. 315 probably was it. Robbie, you want to drive by that? What just happened? Oh! You get to go to detention.
I get to go to detention.
Basketball season!
Where are you going? Detention? Is your mom doing that detention? What'd she think about that? So she didn't complain about it?
The warm-up. Yeah! We're the winners of math.
Alright, y'all need to like focus today and not spend the whole time picking on each other.
We try not to, but we're actually doing the work. Yes.
I gotta
I guess we're doing the homework because that's more important than the assignment, I guess.
No, I'm just trying to fix the problem.
What are you on?
I'm gonna do the other one.
turn up the other
Yeah.
one. I'll do it.
I want to check the weather. Check the weather in a minute.
Ooh, maybe it'll turn into a tornado.
Tornado warning.
Knock down the school.
No school. Branson was his
It
trailer.
definitely looks like there's going to come out. Hey, were you part of that Marcellus email where we got to turn in our blue sheet today?
Yeah, we did.
No, the copy of the personnel data forms.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were. You are on there. I gotta go find mine. I don't know what I did with it.
Oh, mine's in my. You just reminded me where I put my. Thank the Lord. I got a personal file of them still.
Did you turn it in for you?
So what do you got to sign?
So I need to go find mine.
You go and you do that. I can give you mine. And you don't have to wait on me.
Yeah, I can turn mine in too.
I don't even know where. So yeah, it's still take me a minute. I know it's here. Hey, go ahead and find yours, man.
I might have to go up. What does it look like?
Yeah, it's a bluish form.
But are they like? Do you think she'll have extras up there?
Like here's the thing. Personal data form. There's a salary schedule, so you could cross
So much you're not making.
Look, I get to work 17 years before I make it.
Or you can get your doctorate.
By the time I get
Wait, no, that's T6. It's T4 Master Specialist without a doctorate.
first year making a doctorate, made more than a T4 after 18. Isn't that really messed up?
Yeah.
Like you
Well, it is 6 more years of college.
it's 6 more years of college, but literally 18 years of service.
Yeah.
And somebody can walk in a classroom first day and make more than this. That's sick.
However, they cannot. Well, I mean, it is hard to get hired with a doctorate if you've not taught.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, it is hard. I had a teacher who was like, if you want to teach in high school, you better be teaching while you're going for your doctorate. Because you try to walk in there with your doctorate and you never taught a day of class, they don't want you. It's really hard to get paid. Because they don't want to pay you as much as they would pay a veteran teacher.
Yeah.
Because you're an absolute noob.
Yeah, and you're a noob that gets paid.
An incredible amount of money, so you soak up their endorsements.
Yeah. Where's the masters on this? 2.5? So, I don't know. What?
Yeah, this is what I would make when I go to actually teaching in the field. But you have to be teaching the masters.
Oh, so here's the gap. 45 to 50.
Or you can go teach in Fulton and you'll make that with a master's.
I know, right? You know, I thought where there's no free.
No. So we get at least 10 or more.
Then I met Emily, and it was like, all right, you gotta make a move. Yeah. This, that, and the other. And
Let's not copy.
but anyway, at any rate, it took me several years before. In fact, no, my paycheck still hasn't gotten up to where it was.
Wow. That's something. Wow. Yeah, that's why I told him, like, this is my last year doing this because I won't take a $6,000 pay cut so that I can go teach. You know?
Yeah, man.
Doesn't make any sense. Here you go.
Yeah, man.
Do you want me to take that for you?
I've gotta see which one you signed.
That blue one?
Are you sure just the blue one?
Just the blue one as far as I know.
Please sign it.
No, I didn't get that part. I just got the.
I gotta see if she'll, you know.
That was easy. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Would you just look in your bags real quick?
the markers.
Check your bag real quick. Probably find it in there.
Actually, just cleaned out my bag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna check in my box. If it's not in there, I'm pretty sure I took it home. So I'm gonna go.
Alright, guys.
Hey, Piper with BS.
Now my pen's not working.
You what?
Now my pen's not working. You got a pen?
I have a pen. There we go. You said I'm not supposed to use it in math. There we go.
Well, I'm not using it in math. I'm using it with science stuff.
I'm about
What's today's date? 15th?
15.
I got you.
Oh, that's been recording the whole time? Really?
What's wrong?
That's been recording the whole class period. It just recorded the whole class period. So it's probably going to crash my drive. Thank you, man.
Well, it's recorded.
Oh, yes, nice.
She's all.
Yeah. Not to me.
You recorded the whole class period?
That's
Yeah.
funny. All right.
Just the audio.
Ready? Awesome.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Why did you write twice? Very early.
Convert.
Equals 0.
Whatever.
Okay, so now you can find your. You gotta make your t-shirts now since equals 0 to find your 51x.
Yeah.
Negative.